Today I'm going to talk to you about a new approach to building a camper van that I call the minimum viable build, MVB method, or more than a methodology, it's a philosophy. The internet is flooded with elaborate and beautiful builds. The owners are proud, and they should be. But this might lead us astray in thinking that this is what is required to make van life work. But this is not the case. The MVB philosophy turns this on its head by looking at the van as an empty shell, a blank canvas, to which you add only what you require. There's a lot of advantages to looking at it this way. So let's summarize the key concepts of the MVB method. It makes van life more accessible. Some of you lack the tools, skills, time, or money. Some people simply don't want to invest months of labor to get started. But you might say, hang on a minute. I have lots of time, money, tools, and skills. Why would I even want to use the MVB approach in my situation? How do you really know what you need and where you want it until you do a few trips? The only way to know for sure is to start simple, test, and add, and the MVB approach will allow you to do this. Now you may indeed end up with that elaborate, beautiful build in the end, but you will be sure that it will be laid out perfectly for your needs and not contain anything extra. It limits mistakes and time waste. You want to avoid spending months on a build only to find that you should have organized it a little differently because something's missing, or you didn't really need to spend all that time on something because you don't really need it. The MVB method optimizes space by helping you avoid unnecessary items that take up space and lead to clutter. It reduces weight. Every extra bit of shit you add to your build penalizes your fuel economy on every kilometer or mile you drive forever. It's modular and adjustable where possible. It allows things to be movable or even removable. For some trips you may want to leave some things behind or add others. It's also iterative. Because it's modular, it's easy to move things around and add things on. As you go through your first trips, this is going to happen a lot, but it will soon slow down as you gradually achieve your ultimate minimum viable build. Now the process probably never ends with a van build, but you're going to get closer and closer, and you're going to do it fairly quickly. It can be less destructive to your van, which may be better for resale if your MVB is fairly simple like mine. I can completely disassemble mine down to the bare metal in under 2 hours. In doing these things, the MVB method reduces complexity and stress. It also allows you to get on the road quicker. So what is the MVB not? It's not a contest about who can get by with the least. It's about finding the level of minimalism that works for you. And this is going to be different for everyone. The idea of an MVB falls on a spectrum, and it's not an absolute standard. Someone's idea of an MVB might be extravagant to others. Neither is wrong. It just depends what works for you. And it doesn't matter if it does or doesn't work for someone else. So where do we go from here? How do you get started on your MVB? Well, the initial main goal is to get you using your van as quickly as possible with as little building as possible. Why? And this is key, so pay attention. We said it before. Because nothing will actually tell you what you need better than actually using your van. You may see other vans and think you need certain things, or you may desire certain things. But this is not a good reason to spend time, money, and effort to putting them in your build. A good reason to put them in your build is because you need them. Otherwise, they provide no benefit, only cost. So, listen, honey, sweetie. Chad and Fifi on the internet video have a red cedar sauna and a charcuterie table. I really think we could benefit if we had those as well. We could be just like them. And man, Chad, he's so cool. What? We can't be like Chad and Fifi? Because they live in the Arctic Circle, next to the best cheese shop within 1,000 kilometers. And I'm not Chad. I guess I see what you mean. So begin by spending as little time as possible on the first iteration of your MVB. Test it. Make adjustments, add things, move things around, and test again. For testing, you'll only need a couple day or night trips to make massive progress. But what you discover and the decisions you make as a result will be informed decisions based on what you discover you need, not based on what others have. Now, if you can't get away for some short trips or are limited in time on getting your build done, just keep it simple. Stay in it in your driveway for a couple of nights. Or even role play like you're in stealth mode in another city. Drive a few streets away from where you live and stay there for the night. Also, make final build decisions in proper order, because some things depend upon others. It's like building a house. Don't build the kitchen and bedroom before you know where you want the walls, or what you're making them out of, because it will be difficult to change that after the fact. Now, on a few trips, you may have to start with a simpler option for some aspect of your build, even though you know you want something more elaborate in the end, because it impacts something else that you're not sure of. So, for example, say you're not sure if you need insulation, but you do know you want a wall-to-wall full-size bed. Well, you'd best just spend a few nights in the van by throwing a mattress on the floor and some sleeping bags and blankets to test it out. Then you can make up an informed decision about your insulation and put your wall coverings up, and then eventually move on to that full-size wall-to-wall bed. So how do we know what to really start out with in our first iteration of our MVB? Well, try going as simple as possible and using what you have as much as you can. Really think of what you need. Be frugal. Be minimalist. Be modest. If you're not sure if you need a certain feature, leave it out or choose a simpler option, or even try using what you already have. I realize that some people don't even think of some of the simpler options. So in my next video, I'm going to list all of the most common options for each aspect of a van build and organize them from simplest to most elaborate. I'm also planning to put out an entire series of videos going more deeply into each of these lists, into each of these aspects, to give you an understanding of the repercussions of moving from simpler to more elaborate options, and at the same time illustrating how to apply the MVB methodology using my 6-year-old minimum viable build as a real-world example of the process. Okay, so if this minimum viable build idea interests you, here's 2 things that you can do to stay involved and learn more. First, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to my channel, because it's the only way I know people are interested and want me to continue developing this idea by making more videos. Now, when I filmed this video, the idea of the MVB methodology was just new but rapidly developing. I simply can't make videos about every new development and idea right away. So to stay up to date with the latest ideas and info, and for a more direct connection to me and what I'm up to, plug yourself into the MVB community and my email list, and I'll be able to get you the latest more efficiently. There should be a link to it on the screen somewhere, or if not, in the YouTube video description. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next episode.